Hooray! Okay, so now we have 2 missions to go back to the hideaway, but now we have one over here talking to our good old diamond in the rough. And I believe this will be our last one before going back to the hideaway, yeah? I think it's our last one. Yeah, I think so. Because there's nothing else. So we got this, and then turn into, and then we can actually progress the main story, and we're 3 hours in straight. Jesus.
The pleasure.
Side missions take
I just
forever.
wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together. Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach.
Oh?
They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join
I'm
the
enjoying it.
cause,
Side quest and
and
all, at least not.
ensuring that they never do.
Yeah, that I would not
Perhaps,
show on
certain
stream.
Lord
That's
Underhill
abysmal.
might be willing to lend us his aid once more.
I mean, I could do
How
that.
can I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference
right.
between a lord and a mayor?
That's...
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
League of Legends, don't you mean Tournament of Failures?
Still in Dalimil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver, just out there across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. Don't you even worry about it.
Let's go.
I got this. After I fight them, they're gonna wish that they had never decided to fight me.
Time to fight.
You know, you would think that they would actually have like a lookout, and they'd be like, "Huh, look, a man on a chocobo and a dog are running towards us. Maybe we should, you know, kind of prepare to fight or something."
That's him. The one who killed Lot and Fingers. Take his head off.
So how are you, Moogle? No, I'm just twirling around. You know, teaching these guys a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Sleep tight. Oh, you guys want to fight too? Take that, buddy. Irritated, just to update the vehicle, not giving a problem. Lovely. Gotta love that, Moogle. You just gotta love that, don't you, Moogle? Gotta love it.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
What bandits?
No, but
Oh, those were the bandits? Oh,
That's not
I
why
thought they
you were
were
here, is it?
striking dummies.
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
what is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor...
Oh, I don't gotta love it. This
He's a
isn't Cold
bearer.
Stone ice cream. I mean,
What?
I do love me some
Seems that
Cold
one
Stone,
of our
man.
parties
I've
wasn't
been
as
craving
thorough
ice
as they should have
cream
been.
really
They let one
bad,
of the bandits escape.
and I don't know why.
But his escape route took him right through Dalimil.
I want
Some
Oreo
of the
ice cream.
children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
I want freaking Taco Bell, and I want a Blizzard.
It is
That's what I
that
want
he's a
today.
bearer
But I
and
can't.
has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him.
Ice cream is great.
No man is branded
It is
by
delicious.
choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
That's what I would actually like right now, Moogle. Is I want some Taco Bell, and I want a freaking Oreo DQ Blizzard. That's what I could go for.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running.
But we just couldn't anymore.
Where is Neo when I
nothing to
need
be
them?
sorry for.
Probably at work today.
I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Going to the tavern, gonna convince people, yeah.
You all along that he...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
Great job, Clive.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make...
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
Hi, Lubor.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But
perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us.
We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor,
Forget it. Do what you will.
you sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp.
Again, Lubor is not even thinking about
Right
himself.
then.
He's thinking about
Packing to do.
If there's
the
anything I can do.
the well-being
Anything.
of
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
what's it called? The well-being of the town. Lubor kind of reminds me of myself a bit, because I don't like thinking about myself. I think about everyone else around me first. That's how I've always thought. Okay, so that takes care of that mission. And we go back to the hideaway, we turn in these two, and we can progress the story finally. Okay, so that is gonna be over there.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Let me double check the Moogle board to see if I have any hunts. I don't think I have any hunts. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. No, I don't have any new hunts yet. Okay. We'll turn these in. The only thing I wish Yoshi P would have actually done in this game is added like the Aether network like he has in 14. That way teleporting between areas of the town would have been a lot easier. But I understand why he didn't.
Is it good news or bad?
I have your echoes.
Good, thankfully. Here.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit him to the smelter right away! May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Ah. Yay, we got more amber to sell. Alright, now instead of running all the way back, I'm just gonna do this. It's a lot faster.
Come back.
Okay, Karen, we're gonna stop in with you real fast.
Still alive, are ya?
Yeah, we're still alive, Karen.
First weighing you down.
A little bit.
Cannot find a better price than that.
I've gotten all those. Let's see. You know what? I got one of those. Let me get another one of these. So I can make it +2. Let me get...
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Get that one. Let me actually go ahead and get that one. So I have 2 of that.
It'd better all be.
I have 2 of that. Here.
Finished, are ya?
Since I had the money for it, why the heck not?
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
There's that beautiful ringing sound.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
I believe that's the Everdark.
The sword to end all.
Oh yeah, Ragnarok.
Swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This?
It's so pretty.
This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravoist.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Hooray! Quest complete. Another 1.87 million. Yep, the Gods of Damarung. The Gods of Damarung. Alright, Blackthorn. Let me see what I can...
So, what'd it be?
So, nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. Nope. 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 So I can at least make this a purple now. Beautiful.
My best work, but it'll
I
do.
can make this a purple.
Yeah, that should do you.
I can make this a blue.
You can thank me later.
I can make this a blue.
Yeah, that should do you.
And I can make that a blue.
My best work.
Haha. That's what we like to see, ladies and gents. I want to see if I can actually make a better one of these because I have 2 that are prepped and ready to go. Just sucks because I technically can't use 2 of them. only let me use one of the particular ones on there. Which makes me sad, because I have 2. And I want to use 2. Yeah, see? Yeah. Can't put 2 of the same accessory type. Makes me sad. There it is. Ragnarok Reforged. Alright. Well, with that being said, now I just have my things to accept from the shop. Things to read in my office. New things here on my mantle. Still have a lot of things missing. It is hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or running the packs. Yet he is not, and it is everything I can do to not fall on my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together, so as long as I still have the caravans, he will ever be with me. And I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in life. That is what I choose. What happened in Eastpool with the Bears and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The Duchy of Old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dreams still burns in the hearts of many, and it is through victories such as these that the fire will spread. It is only the beginning, Clive, and a fine beginning. I need to read something because I think I might have actually found a typo. And it is through victories such as these yeah, see? Yeah, where it says such as these, it should have been that the fire will spread. I found a typo. Ha! Found a typo in the game. Alright, so now we go down this way. Go through here.
Come back.
I know, Stuffy. I found a typo. How dare they have a typo in a video game, even though they got everything else beautifully perfect in this game? Hello, Desiree.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
And I got the Ring of Swift Shots.
You earned this.
There's the Genji gloves and the Sail of Forbidden Seas afterwards. So what is the Ring of Swift Shot? Where is it? Did I pass it? There it is. Lowers charge time for charge magic by 0.2 seconds. That's fine. It's not great. Alright. Finally, across the narrow we go.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah. You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Crystalline Dominion. Yeah, you kind of got screwed up, Dion.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima?
No, unfortunately, Dion's father did what he did best.
This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
I wish I healed that fast too.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings. Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.